Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to another episode of FIFA 13 Liverpool Career Mode. And we start off with a Premier League game against Norwich, which you'd imagine should be pretty straightforward, especially if you consider our real life situation with them, which seems to be that we're going to score at least 5 times in every game. Our last game obviously ended 5-0. I think I was at Anfield and this one is away from home, but even still, I expected a pretty easy game, but it didn't prove to be the case, as Wes Hoolahan instantly puts us behind with pretty sloppy goal to concede, so it made it 1-0, just 3 minutes gone, but a little nudge on Danny Sturridge there meant that we managed to get a free kick, and I tend to try and make the most of these opportunities. A lot of people, they kind of just don't pay much attention to free kicks, they just, I don't know, they rushed them, but in this case, I took my time with Suarez and it just slipped under John Ruddy. Maybe he should have done better. But I got the goal nonetheless, and it's a real nice goal for Suarez. I absolutely love scoring free kicks, so I was definitely happy with that one. And I actually gave you an instant replay, as you guys are about to see. John Ruddy, as you can see, probably, yeah, he should have palmed that out, but I'm happy with the free kick nonetheless, which meant we managed to get an equaliser to make it 1-1 just before half time. And saying that just before half time, we conceded a pretty sloppy goal. A nice header from Wes Hoolahan again, who I found pretty hard to deal with, in all honesty. He's kind of bossing my defence about a bit. He's got, I don't know, I don't think he has great strength on the game, but Mangala and Umbiwa just couldn't really put up with him. But in the 52nd minute, we have a pretty sweaty goal there from Danny Sturridge to Lewis Muriel, who just slots it in the bottom right hand corner of the goal. But I'll take it, as it actually proved to be the last goal of the game, meaning that the game actually ended 3-2, 2-2 unfortunately, meaning I dropped 2 points, which really I should be picking up. And just to show you some bullshit here, 2 shots on target, 2 shots in total, and 2 goals for Norwich. And I guess FIFA kind of fucked me over on that one a little bit. That's been the case quite a lot recently, actually. I've been experiencing a hell of a lot of FIFA bullshit. You guys may see in the next upcoming episodes, and it's been pretty frustrating. But nonetheless, we go into our next Europa League game against Bayer Leverkusen. Sorry about that. I think it's our it's our third game in, I can't even get my words out today, in this competition, and we started off with a win and a draw, which is by no means a disaster, but we needed to get up these wins just to ensure that we would go ahead and top the group hopefully, and we'd get an easier opponent in the round of 16. I think it is the round of 16, not the quarterfinals. Also, of course, we'll have a couple of people coming in from the Champions League, so we could be facing some big European clubs, and I want to avoid them until the later stages, the likes of semi-final and the final, if I can get to that stage. Of course, it's not a given situation, but we start well here with Suarez just turning the defence pretty easily, slots it in the corner. That's nothing more to say about that. Suarez is a great player, and he's a player that you get a lot of those type of goals where he just turns away from the defender, leaves him for dead, and then it's an easy finish in the end. It actually nearly hit Danny Sturridge. He just managed to jump out the way there, luckily. That would have been a bit of a FIFA bullshit if it did me over like that. But what a header that is from Junior Fernandez. A real nice cross in, and he just flicks it past my goalkeeper. Maybe Pepe should have done better, but it wasn't the case. And another draw. So I've started off my Europa League campaign with a win and 2 draws. It's no disaster by any means. I got 5 points, but as I said, I want to get these 3 points early, and maybe if I can get an early qualification from the group, I might be able to play a few youngsters, get them a bit of experience. But I actually show you the Europa League tables just to show you guys how things are panning out, and I think it was actually the case that I had equal top the group with Bayern Leverkusen. We're about to see now though, so you guys can just see that for yourselves. Oh, what time is it? Oh, I'm just watching the build up to the Oldham Liverpool game, which I'm going to watch at 4 o'clock, so I want to get this episode out before then, hopefully. If not, then I guess I'm going to miss some of it. But yeah, here are the Europa League tables, and we're actually second place on goal difference. Me and Bayer Leverkusen have 5 points. I think it was Lokeren, or it might have been AIK on 4 points behind us. So we definitely needed a win in the next match, just to ensure that we're going to certainly be getting through the group stages. But our next game is against Reading, who are actually bottom of the table at this current stage. So a home game against them should be a no-brainer. Should also be a good opportunity to get a few goals. A few strikers are a bit short. I know Luis Suarez hasn't got an awful lot of goals this season, so maybe if he could rack up a couple, that would be nice. But it's actually Luis Muriel, who he managed to get a bit of a near post OP there, near post overpower. I don't know. It's a nice goal though, nonetheless. It's got a strike from him. He's growing really nicely this season, and you'll see another squad report very soon. But we managed to win a penalty, which I thought was a bit harsh on Reading, but I wasn't complaining, obviously. And Luis Suarez, despite it being a kind of a shit penalty, the keeper didn't move at all, so it did go in, and we were lucky to have a 2-goal lead late on in the second half. But it actually came to 2-1 as a pretty shit defending on my part, I guess. A poor clearance from Michael Richards led to them having a little piece of play where I can't pronounce that name, I'm not even going to try. But he slots it past Reina, where in his near post actually, where he should have done a bit better. Maybe that's where I need to strengthen goalkeeper wise. Yeah, I said it. But late on again, 83rd minute, Daniel Sturridge picks it up here, and unlucky to get the goal himself as it rebounds off the post. But Luis Muriel sticks in, so we do get that goal at the end of the day. And that was actually how the game finished. The game finished 3-1, so we picked up an easy 3 points, although they gave us a bit of problems towards the end, but we managed to get those 3 points, so it wasn't too much worry on my part. But we're actually coming towards the end of the episode, guys. But just before that, Joe Allen had something to say for himself, as he didn't actually think he was getting enough game time. I'm not sure it's going to be something that worries me too much, as I'm not got too much plans for him in the future, so we'll just have to see how that one pans out in the episodes to come. But this is coming to the end of the episode, guys, so if you've enjoyed, please do hit that thumbs up button and hit the sub box. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye bye.